Parenting advice from the House of Maynard, Mr. Tom, Miss Ashley. This one's for you. Now, real quick before we get into this video, we're going to put a nice big fat trigger warning up here. So if you're going to be weird and you're going to be sensitive, or you're not going to like topics of SA, you need to go. All right? Just scroll, please. So, Mr. Tom, Miss Ashley, you're having an issue. You have a 5-year-old. Now, little miss, because we're protecting baby girl's name, little miss has never wet the bed before, but in the last 6 months, she's gone from the occasional accident to 3 to 4 times a week with wetting the bed. Now, you've read the books, you read some articles online, you've talked to friends, you've talked to family, and you're just not, you're frustrated, you're exhausted, you're agitated. You said for the last 3 weeks, you guys have been waking up every 2 hours to take her to the bathroom, and there are still accidents happening. And you have no clue what to do next. You are over it. So let me give you some advice. And this is things that I have found out not only babysitting kids, but raising my kids and helping other people raise their kids. Children typically wet the bed for 4 to 5 reasons, okay? Now, the first reason, and we're going to get this out of the way right here, right now, is abuse. Now, I know you said that little miss goes to a babysitter. She also goes to like a daycare preschool. The first thing we want to make sure is that whoever is around her is not touching her inappropriately. Now, a lot of kids that have been touched inappropriately, they're afraid to tell you. Okay, they're afraid to tell you because we know. We know that's incorrect. We know that shouldn't be happening. So we are already afraid. We are already upset. We don't feel safe. We feel violated. You need to find a gentle way of getting little miss to talk to you about it. Just in case. All right. Now, there is no easy way to talk about it, obviously. But the biggest thing to do is let little miss know you haven't done anything wrong. I just need to know when you're at preschool or when you're with the babysitter, you go to the bathroom, or maybe you need to change your clothes. Does anybody touch? And I used to tell my kids, it's your no zone. Only you are allowed to touch your no zone. Is anybody else touching it? Does anybody else like try to wipe you when you go to the bathroom, try to touch you when you're taking a bath? Are they like helping you change and touching you? Are they doing something that just feels gross and dirty? Because you need to tell me so that I can help you, so that we can make sure it doesn't happen anymore, so that you feel safe, happy, and comfortable. That is one of the first reasons that I have found that kids wet the bed. The second reason is you got to realize something. Little Miss is growing and developing. Her organs are growing and developing. And I actually know an individual in their 20s whose bladder did not develop properly, and they have struggled all their life with bedwetting and accidents. But it wasn't until they went to a doctor and talked with a doctor about it that an ultrasound was done and they discovered, oh my God, your bladder is like 2 sizes too small. That way they know to take extra precautions with going to the bathroom at night, waking up more often at night, things like that. Make sure little miss is safe, number one, and two, she's developing normally. Now, the third reason that I have found for kids wetting the bed, and as adults, we don't really look at this. Little ones are highly perceptive of change. To adults, it's not a very big deal. Maybe you change something in the bathroom. The bathroom's a different color. The shower curtain's different. Maybe you changed a carpet in your house, the room color in a house. To adults, it's not that big of a deal. We deal with change fine. It's not that big of a deal. To little ones, it's a huge deal. It looks different, it smells different, it feels different, and they're very, very, very unsure of it. Especially at nighttime, everything looks different in the dark, and the normal, what they were used to smelling and seeing and feeling, is now different. So maybe they're feeling a little unsafe, maybe they're feeling a little unsure. So look at around the house. Has anything changed? So there you go. One, make sure she's safe. Two, make sure she's developing okay. And three, look around your house. What's changed? What's different? Maybe she feels unsure and unsafe. The fourth thing to look at, and this is something too, is a lot of times autism or children with developmental delays. We start to notice it a little later in their childhood. So, anywhere from 4 to 8, we start to notice the little things. So, definitely take a look at that. Maybe you need to speak with the doctor. I know you didn't say in your email if you had or you hadn't, but look into that, okay? Because they don't see anything wrong. They are them, they are in their own world. They don't notice that things aren't right. They don't notice that they're doing something wrong. As a parent, we have to be patient, observe, and teach. So definitely make sure, again, one, that little miss is safe. Two, everything in the organs is developing correctly, especially like if she has issues with her bladder infections, kidney stones, maybe something, with the development of the bladder is not correct. Number three, look for the changes around your house. It could be something as simple as, well, there used to be a nightlight in that hallway and then you took it out and now I'm scared. Little things. Number four, let's make sure everything up here is right. I know a lot of kids with developmental delays, what the brain feels and the body feels aren't, syncing up, aren't, connecting. So accidents happen. Now, the last thing to remember, mom and dad, because I know you said in your email you don't want to, all right? There is nothing wrong with putting your kids in a pair of pull ups overnight. Number one, you guys need sleep. Number two, she needs sleep. But the biggest thing, and this is the fifth reason, kids feel your emotions. You don't have to tell your child you're upset, they already feel it. The more irritated and agitated you are, the more worried and upset they are going to be. If there's a lot of, anger in the house, a lot of unrest, a lot of just weird emotions, weird happenings happening, it's going to affect them up here. You need to make sure that the house is a calm, quiet, safe place for them to be. If you and the husband, Tom, if you and Ashley are arguing, outside. You take that shit outside. You go sit in your car and rip each other apart. You don't do it in front of little miss, all right? If you guys are having financial problems, don't talk about it in front of little miss. If you guys are having any issues like that, keep it away from her. The more upset and emotionally charged the house is, the more upset, unsure, and unsafe she's going to feel. But those are the 5 reasons that I have found that a kid wets their bed. I hope that helps. You know my email. You got any questions, hit me up, and please, please, please let me know if Little Miss is okay and what you guys discovered. Bye.